All right, well, it is time to get rid of this hideous, disgusting, just ridiculous purple paint. Some of you may like purple paint. I am just not a fan. If you like the color, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm about to get to work to change it. I'll try to even out some of these dents. Maybe throw a little thick primer on there, hide some of the defects before I spray paint it. And I'm not going to be like Andrew. I don't have all the fancy equipment. Well, I do. I just don't feel like going out and buying the other stuff. But I have the spray cans of enamel that I'm going to use, and I'll show you that a little later. But for now, let's see if I can brighten this up a little bit. Using a 3M pad, or a generic facsimile thereof. You get to look at the back of my head for a minute. Let's change the camera angle. Oh, that's coming off nicely. Well, we'll see how that looks when I get done with it all. I may have to use a different buffing pad to clean it up, but it's coming off. I'm probably putting way too much effort into this. I could just paint it, but I would like this to kind of all match. Since this is stainless, this should look stainless. That's my 2 cents. Time to get into the crooks and nannies. Grannies, crannies, grannies, nooks and crannies, yeah. Not sure if you can see this, but there's some little dents in here that I would like to clean up. So I will hit it with a little sandpaper and maybe some filler primer to see if that does it. Otherwise, I might have to put a skim, just a thin coat of the good stuff on there. What? My battery's dead already. That's crazy. All right, bigger battery. I think they were actually paint chips, probably just from the years of use, and then someone just painted over them instead of sanding them. So I'll clean these up and probably put a little primer on there. Yeah, I'll have to scuff the whole thing just so I know the paint will stick, and then we will probably tape it off for the new layer of paint. Another thing I like to do is use the, well, I like to use what I have on hand. And I have this Bauer brand of circular pads, circular disc I should say, that I'm using with my orbital all-in-one tool. I just use a little bit at a time and keep going. This tool is great for getting down in here without taking stuff apart. Should I take it apart? Yes. Do I feel like it? No. So we're just going to use this. All right, I think I've got most of the, well, the nooks and crannies, as we said earlier, with the orbital tool, multi-tool, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go over it with some 320, and I have an orbital sander for that. Again, I'm not going for perfection. I just need it to be roughed up enough for paint to stick. So that part's next. All right, I got a little bit of a dent here, a lot of a dent here. So I'm going to attempt to use these tools that I'm not familiar with to hammer it straight, and you all can put comments how terrible job I'm doing, but that's fine. That's how we learn. Doing things without directions. Let's see. I can't tell if this is lowered a little bit because this piece of trim is sticking up. But I think this is from being bent up and not from this being bent down. If that makes any sense. And I really don't want to jam my tools in there because I feel like I'm going to cause more damage. Let's see where we're at when we close the door. Oh, hold on. I can already tell this is bowed out. I think the last guy, or whoever, when they didn't have a key, they broke into it by bending a screwdriver and bending the case. Time to clean it off real quick. All right, I'm gonna wipe it down with a dry cloth first, and then I'll go back and use a wet one. Try to get most of the dust off if I can. You get the idea. All right, now that I've got the edges pretty clean of paint, scuff the rest of it. I think I sanded more than I actually wanted to, but now it's time to apply the tape. Well, about 2 hours later, I'm still not done taping. But I will get there, and I'll probably pick this up tomorrow. So hang in there, more to come. All right, I've scuffed, sanded, primed, sanded, scuffed, sanded, primed some more. In a couple of troublesome spots, thought I was done, had to repeat the process a few times, but I think it's ready for some paint. This next part's gonna be black and white, so don't freak out. I just don't want you to see the color yet. Wouldn't you like to know? I don't think so. We're gonna start on the bottom here. Put a light coat, some dusting of the paint, let it dry. Probably do a light coat and then a heavy coat. But let's see how she looks. Oh goodness. That's gonna be a lot brighter than I thought. Cool, cool, cool. If I'm doing it wrong, whatever. My project, not yours. Alright. I'm just, like I said, I'm dusting. I'm gonna do a nice layer, overlapping layer coat once it's time for that. So don't get your panties in a bind. Boy, that is a lot stronger than I anticipated. But let's see what it looks like when she's all said and done. I think it'll be a little more fitting for the age. I will give you this much of a hint. It is glossy. Very glossy. Is it driving you crazy yet that you don't know what the color is? I'd be upset too. But I think you're gonna like it or hate it. Dusting. Gotta watch out for this. These hanging chads. I'm really just hoping that I got all the artifacts off because I don't want to have to sand. I was really focusing on these rounded parts because I think that's what you would notice first. Other than like a big scratch. Thumb's wearing out. Oh, I left my multi-tool in the underneath, so it's getting a little spray paint. Good. Well, I got a dust coat, and then I went ahead and went with a medium coat. I'm gonna let that flash off. Andrew would be proud. And we'll see how it looks in the sunlight, but I know you all can't see the color right now, but when you do, it's gonna pop. All right, well, that Bondo, well, technically JB Weld, I got it on sale at Home Depot for $8. I'm going to try to fix this mechanism. I think what's going on is, let me put it down here so you can see. When I pull on said lever, watch how that arm pops up. See how it slips off? So I'm thinking if I put something under this bar to pick it up, it will stay up against flush with that. I thought I had like a band clamp, not to be confused with band camp, but I don't have any. I think this wire that I have will work. I'm gonna slip one, like make a loop on either side, maybe one in the middle, I don't know. Basically to keep these bars up against this lever here. Let's see if it works. All right, so I was gonna use this thicker wire, ended up being a little too thick. I actually have this paper clip, one of the larger ones, that I slipped under there. And all it's doing is picking this bar up just like a tiny bit. I don't know if there used to be like a nylon bushing in there or something, but let's see if this works. Oh, nice, it works. So I might still put one on this side as well in case this side pops up. Let's test it right now, shall we? Hold on, gotta adjust my stupid camera. Okay, there we go. Still works. Sweet. All right, plan B.1. I decided to use trusty old zip ties instead. So zip ties aren't holding anything together, basically just filling the gap underneath here, which will also act like a bushing. We'll see how long it lasts, but it's working for now. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. Boom. All right, I've got my bushings installed, aka these lovely things. You know, if you don't have a stash of these in your drawer, you're just doing something wrong. All right, so I put them here, here, and here. Zip ties, by the way. That's what they're called. Right now it's on free vend. That's why I'll keep going, but let's try it. Good, that means it's working. Quarter on the inside slot. Yes, nickel on the outside slot. Yes. So 30 cents. Oh, it almost made it. It took my money, but it didn't complete the vend. Interesting. Let's try that again. Quarter inside slot, nickel on the outside slot. I mean, it's taking the money, but it's locking up right there. Maybe it's just getting stuck. All right, I've got an old picture on top of the new paint job, and here is the reveal. A little bit of overspray. That's what that door is for. Right, update on the mechanism. So I had put some zip ties underneath here to try to raise that bar up because it was disconnecting, or I should say this was slipping off on both sides. And when I was putting everything back together, I was bolting things up on this side. I realized this screw was missing, and it was missing on the other side. So that meant this tray was kind of flopping down just a tiny bit, but it was enough to where that arm was slipping off of the bar here. So sweet. That one won't work unless you have stuff in it. So I believe you have to put, well, the container in here, which when you put product in, it pushes down on this, which if you notice, lifts up the lock. So if I get to the stick, that all works too. So pretty happy with that. All right, I've got it all set up. Let's see if it works. Oh, it works. Yes, outstanding. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks again for tuning in, watching, subscribing, hinting. There's more to see. So click on one of these links below, subscribe, watch the next episode of the 46 truck. But again, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you, well, you'll see me or Andrew on the next video. Just one more. What'd I get? Where's my prize? There it is.